Hi everyone, it's me Wendy, and I'm here to do a flip of my journal, which I have not done in a very long time. This, I did a video on it, is considered a junk journal. I used it using one of those large orangey colored mailing envelopes or whatever. And I made it out of junk. Junk mail, junk papers, junk stuff. If you want to see a video on how I did that, I'll put a link below. But anyways, that's what I'm using for my daily journaling. And just real quickly, I'm just going to go through some things real quick because this was started this in February. And that's a lot to be going through, so I'm not going to go through this whole thing. I will save you from not having to hear me go through this whole thing. But I took the junk mail that I'd gotten, sale papers, sale flyers, which I don't know if you can see, and I painted some of the pages and then decorated it just like I do my faux Bonici. Same way I've been doing it all this time. I've used other papers as well. Just talk about daily things. I got a new pair of scissors up there, see? And that was exciting for me because I have got some horrible scissors. But I actually bought the big kid Fisker scissors. They're for the big kids. And I figured Fisker's is a good brand and it's not going to break my budget. And let me tell you, those things are wonderful. They're probably the best scissors I've had. And I think they were less than $5. The tips actually meet. Pretty wonderful. Okay, there's a lot of things in this journal. I'm actually glad to be done with this thing. A lot of sad things happen. A lot of happy things happen too. I went on a cruise with my family, and we met some wonderful people on there, which we now consider our cruise family. And after that, there's been a ton of sadness in this journal, so I was glad to let this journal go, and I will tell you a bit about it. But this was just a regular mailing envelope. As you can see, it's at the window. It's Publishers Clearinghouse. And I just used it, opened it up, used it for one day there, went to Walmart, and then on the other side, I used it there. Just glued some paper in. And here we went on our cruise. Now, I skipped the whole cruise day because I did an entire journal of our cruise. So that's not in here at all. I went from February 19th to February 28th. Ooh, look at that. Time traveling. And here, I came back from our cruise pretty sick. I was taking cough drops and oh my word. It was just crazy, but I had so much fun. No school. That was a scheduled day off for election day. My son bought 2 new ferrets because he has a ferret. One of them passed away, so we were afraid he'd be lonely, so he went to buy 1 more. He came home with 2. I'm still listening to my audiobook. Love audiobooks. Talk to my son on the phone. Yeah. Yep. I think here, yep, I was working on my travel journal. Working on that travel journal made me just relive the entire vacation. It was wonderful. Here we went to an auction in Ollie's. Played Wizard 101 and Skyped with my sister. Here we went shopping. Talked to my mom on the phone that day. Cut my husband's hair. This was a napkin, which I made it shiny, and it cracked. So I just used it in here as a pocket. So now my day is on a piece of paper that goes in the pocket. Just like that. We watched Grey's Anatomy. What did we do that day? This is my husband's last week of work. And we knew it was coming. knew it was coming, but you're still just not prepared for it. And I was just so worried about everything. So my husband said, you know what, let's go to visit our grandson. And he makes me smile, so he really did. I went and spent time with my grandson, and my husband went fishing with my son. That was his little stress relief, because this was my husband's last day at work. He had worked there for 20 plus years, and they were closing their doors. And it was just very stressful. My son's birthday was coming up, so we put a trampoline out for him because he's wanted a trampoline. Here, I have a lot of empty spaces going on here, okay? Now, some of you may know, my mom ended up in the hospital, and my sisters and I went down there to be with her, and I journaled some of it. My son's birthday was here. We were down with my mom in Florida, and my son turned 14 here. I missed his birthday. It was bittersweet, but he understood why. And she had fallen while she was in the hospital for a cat bite that had gotten infected, and she had taken a fall and suffered a severe brain injury. So she was in pretty bad shape, and finally she was doing better, and we came home to make plans to go back up there the following week. We had to take care of things here. And just as a little bit of stress relief, we went to King's Dominion. It was Easter Day. We were up there, my sister, my son, and I. And we got the call from my brother that said, hey, the doctors came in. They said Mom's doing real well. You know, this is good news. She's doing better than expected. And then I got the call within the hour that she had passed. And that's what this is that I haven't been able to really touch yet. We immediately went back down there, and that's what that is. So getting on out of there. I'm back home now. We did all that. I've journaled in another book for that. If I ever decide to fill it in, I'll fill it in. If not, well, that's okay. But I don't even know. Retail therapy. Yep, we went like to Harbor Freight. Always use the free coupons at Harbor Freight to get like the free flashlight and everything. Played in my craft room a bit, which I'd come to my craft room and then I'd leave because I just wasn't inspired. I don't know. We have one of these screen gazebos out on our back porch. I got them the year the cicadas came because, oh my word, you know, I'm afraid of bugs. And the top and the screen mesh were messing up. So we found it on sale at the store we go to, Aldi's. So we went running down there real quick to see if we could find the replacement top. And we did. Yahoo! So we bought 2 of them. Had to. On that day, I made a video on how I made this journal right here. The one I was talking about. This is just, I don't even know. This has been so long ago. I don't remember what I did. I started watching my grandson on this day. I watch him while him and his dad go to work. While his mom and dad go to work. So, get to spend some special time with him. It's really helped me deal with things, having him around. You can't be sad when a little smiling, cooing baby's there, right? Keep going out for retail therapy, but it's funny. I don't really get anything because, you know, my husband is out of work, and he might be back at work here, but with a significant pay cut. So, but we do, I window shop. Actually, I fill up my cart and then I put it back. King's Dominion, babysit. Don't really know. Bought a pencil sharpener for when I'm coloring, and it really works well. Some of these are just horrible Wasn't inspired to work in this book. Really, really was an effort to continue to work in this book, I'll be honest. Just, it felt like nothing good was happening when, from last cruise throughout this book, it didn't feel like anything good was happening, so I was glad to be out of it. These are with the King's Dominion. My son, what was this? Oh, my son did his All County, I think. Yep. Oh, no, his talent show. Wonderful. He played the piano and sang Evanescence, My Immortal. Was it My Immortal? I don't remember. They put the wrong one in here. Yes, it was. Oh, my goodness. Okay. I thought I had the name of the song wrong. This is where we met up with those people that we met on the cruise, our cruise family. They call us that, so I'm going to start calling them that. And so we met up with them and played games and just had an absolute wonderful time. We played this one game. Inside joke. Our dog, 17 years old, passed on this day. We had to say goodbye to our dog, and that was very difficult to do. So, I'll be quite honest. After that, I didn't care anymore. I didn't fill out anymore. I wrote a little bit in it, but I was just done. Stick a fork in me. The end. Yahoo. I was done. Glad to be out of this book. So, what I have been using now is... I wonder if I can find it. I wasn't prepared for that part. Didn't know that I'd be saying that. I'm actually going back to my ARC roots. I thought it might be a little bit easier and I wanted something totally different. So I made the cover, laminated it, regular old scrapbook paper. And I actually bought some new rings. Martha Stewart, she got rid of her silver rings, but then came out with them again, and these are nice and shiny. These are horrible. I don't know if it's a hair bigger than her other rings, but sometimes you have a problem turning arcs anyways, or the disc bound system, but this is horrible. I've had to reinforce the pages, the paper. I think they're just a hair bigger than the old ones, and I'm just having a rough time with that. I know how these disc-bound systems work and stuff them and everything. I know. I've used them for my planners. Look at this. This is just horrible. This is not just the cover, it's the paper as well. But anyways, I'm still using it. I don't know how much longer I will be using it. I might shrink the rings down and just do something else, but... that's what I'm doing for now. I'm not going to go through this, just wanted to show you. It's nice that I can take the pages out and add what I want on them, work on them, and then just put them back in, because I can work on them out of the book in case it gets too bulky. So if it's bulky on this side, like I have this little paper there, I can work on this on the table and then put it back in. And that's what I like about it. So I just don't know if I'm going to keep going this way with it. I don't mind the paper, the lines. It doesn't bother me at all. Just these discs, which I really wanted, are horrible. And I do have the original Martha Stewart silver ones, but that would require me removing them from another book that I really like, and I don't want to do that. Or I have some other ARC discs I can replace it with. I just don't know what I want to do. But that's what I'm using now for my planner. That's where I've been. That's what I've been up to. I still babysit my grandson. I love babysitting him. Oh, and my son. Here, I'll give you something to look at. My son got a virtual reality system, and I've been playing that. Oh my gosh, it's so much fun. It was so weird. I was playing it one day, and my husband came in, and so I got off of it, and we were eating some chicken, and I went to dip my chicken into the sauce. And it felt so weird. I was like out of my element. I was like, I think I feel a little bit messed up from that virtual reality, because I'm having problems dipping this chicken in the sauce. It's really weird. I don't know. That was just funny. But there you have it, everyone. I hope I didn't bore you too long on this thing. Maybe I'll be back with my flips through this one. See how everything goes. Hope everyone's doing well. Take care. Bye.